folks, welcome back to the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Today on the program we have a beautiful collection of funky and tropical inspired jewelry as part of our Welcome to the Jungle jewelry collection. So this collection features earrings, another pair of earrings, a cool scarf holder, and not one but two necklaces. And in addition to that, you're also getting a really versatile scarf, which I'll show you later. So, just catching up. Well, actually, first, Bruce, do you think it would be okay if sometimes maybe you throw in some like jungle noises for this segment today? Because I think it would be really fun if we heard like a puma or jaguar, sort of a row. Maybe some like monkey sounds. I don't know, what sound? Oh, a parrot, you know, like the birds here. Yeah, something like that. It would be really fun. I don't want to ask too much though, because I will be asking you to zoom in quite a bit as well. Oh gosh, I was so busy getting this set up that I didn't even put any rings on today. Just a little distracted, I guess. I stayed up late watching not one, but two, a double feature of kind of scary films. Now, Bruce, you may have heard of it. It was called Critters. Does it sound familiar? Okay, so, yeah, I watched both of them back to back. I think they call it a double feature when you see both of them. And I loved it. And you know, I don't even like scary movies, but this was a lot of fun. So the first one, I'll just give you a little idea. I won't spoil it. The first one is, you know, it's a classic story of siblings that don't get along. Okay, the brother and sister, they don't get along. And so I would say the little boy in the family is the main character. And he's probably in about, I don't know, he's a precocious pre-teenage, maybe 11 or 12. I don't know, maybe a little bit older. So, they live out in Kansas. I was assuming it was Kansas before they said anything, because they opened the scene and it's got the big windmill and it looks dry but also farm-like. So Kansas, I assume. And they live on a lovely farm. And the mom in the family, she's always in the kitchen. I thought maybe that's the only place she'd end up being shown the whole film, because she's always preparing supper, breakfast, all that stuff. She's always in the kitchen. And then the dad does some farm work. He's got some help from this other fella. Anyways, they're on this farm, and there is a creature. Okay, these creatures are critters, and they're from outer space. And I think they stole a ship or some stuff, and then these outer space bounty hunters need to come after the critters. And guess where the critters end up going? That small town in Kansas where that family lives, right? So the critters make their first appearance, I guess, showing up. Gosh, where was it? Where was it first? They go to the bowling alley. No, that's later. They are at the farmhouse, and the kid's older sister that he doesn't get along with, she's rolling around in the hay with somebody up in the barn. Okay, you know, teenager stuff. And there's a critter there, and then she calls for help because it's, you know, going after the boyfriend fella, the fella of interest. And then her brother helps out. So he's actually quite brave, and he does love his sister and family. Anyways, the bounty hunters, now, they get wind of the critters being in this small town, okay? And honestly, they're the only ones that have the technology to get the critters. And I should mention that these critters are little balls, and honestly, they're a little bit cute, okay? And the way that they get to and fro is to roll. So they're just rolling around. And it's funny because sometimes I think it was a creative decision by the person filming. So you would know about this, Bruce. When they're filming it and the critters are moving, they're just, it's like they're low to the ground. But if they roll, I would think you would see a rolling action to the point of view of the critter, but you don't see that. So maybe they also crawl. Anyways, but the critters do, they put up a hard fight with the family, okay? And I don't want to spoil it, but the brave boy in the family really steps up. And you could say that there's a little bit of collaboration with the bounty hunters, also from outer space. But the kid really helps to, you know, be brave. I don't want to say saves the day because I'm not going to spoil it, okay? I don't want to spoil it for you because it's good. But it was a lot of fun, okay? Really, it was a fun movie. So then I watched the second one too. And that one was, gosh, I might even say it was better than the first one, if I'm being honest with you, because it was Critters 2, the main course. Guess who the main course is going to be? It's the townspeople of this small Kansas town, right? So, Critters, the main course. We've got some of the same characters. The family, right? I should also mention there was a sort of disgruntled sheriff, okay? And, you know, what he saw within the first Critters, he thought, I'm not messing with these guys again. Because what had happened was that some eggs were left behind. So the bounty hunters were not as thorough as they should have been with their elimination of these creatures, okay? So, critters are there. It just is eggs. And what happens is that the eggs get warm. And actually, I also forgot to mention that this is kind of an Easter film. So this is a great movie you want to put on your, you know, holiday movie list. Critters 2, the main course, is a wonderful Easter film. And, you know, sort of harkens back to the, you know, he is risen story, because we've got the eggs that end up hatching because they're exposed to heat. So I guess they were dormant and the heat activated them again. I don't know the science behind space critter eggs and how that works, but you know. So right around Easter time, the church gets together, and there's an Easter egg hunt. And I think you can guess what happened. Those eggs get mixed up, the critter eggs, with the church's Easter egg hunt, okay? And a fella who's a different sort of disgruntled sheriff, a new sheriff in town, he's playing the Easter bunny for this, and he sees an untimely demise because of these critter creatures, and they get into his bunny suit, okay? I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's gruesome. So, Critters 2, I guess, you know, the reason why I think I liked it so much is because it reminded me a little bit, not a lot, tiny bit of my favorite film, Tremors 1, okay? Because the townspeople really have to come together. They need to work as one cohesive unit to get these critters out of town, be done with them. And then it also kind of made me think about how in the film, you know, you've got the church and you've got a bowling alley. You've got a lot of places where people can get together and just be together. So just having a place where different townspeople can come together, I think is really important, especially when you're trying to battle these small space alien balls that have sharp teeth. So, I don't want to spoil Critters 2, the main course for you, but oh boy, you think they did it. You think they solved the problem, and then they didn't. And it is an amazing, I think, feat of special effects, and oh gosh, just a really fun creature made out of creatures. Both films have wonderful puppetry, right? Because there's probably a little hand doing a little puppet with this creature. And sometimes it's probably just a ball that they're throwing and tossing down the road, and either playing it in reverse or forward to show movement. I know, right, Barbara? I'm on it. I just had to tell you because I loved it so much, and you know, maybe you want to watch it too. Maybe you want to find a double feature near you and wear this beautiful jungle jewelry to that occasion. So, let me start off. Oops. I guess since these beautiful parrot earrings keep jumping out at me, I could start off with them. Look. These are dangly parrots. You need to have a bird earring in your jewelry wardrobe because these represent summertime, maybe going to the beach, maybe going to a fun cookout, you know, in the summertime. These add a lot of whimsy with a lightweight wooden parrot motif. So, yeah, Bruce, if I could get you to zoom in here. Look, we're working with multiple colors in this hand-painted parrot design. Now, I believe this is a pair, right? It's not like a parakeet, or I'm not confusing it with another tropical bird. I hope not. You got a red tail, you got a red body, and then some green on the tail. Beautiful fuchsia type pink on the bottom. It almost matches my nail. I like that. Yellow highlights on the eye, then blue on the beak, and the feathers. These are, gosh, they're almost, I would say, 1.5 inches. These are making a statement. These are really making a statement because of their size and how colorful they are. So you're going to want to have them in your jewelry wardrobe. This is a set in itself. Within the set, you've got this beautiful leopard, okay, with a palm tree behind it, and it's wood, so it's lightweight. But this gorgeous, gorgeous cat, if you will, is hand-painted. It's got the beautiful eyes, little nose, gorgeous palm tree details. You see how there's like a little hook right here, a little opening. You can feed whatever you want through there. Now, this could be something, maybe you like attach it through a belt, right? Or you add it to a necklace. But let me show you how you can style this. I'm jumping ahead to the scarf option here. What is this scarf? It's a big lion. It's just a big lion's head, right? So lions are not necessarily jungly, more like deserts, thinking like safari. But you know, it's a cat. It's a big cat. But what you can do is you've got your scarf. You fold it up. I'm not going to do a very neat job right now because we don't have a lot of time. But I might fold it up like that. And then you can feed the scarf through this notch right here. Now that could become in itself like a decorative belt accent. Or tie it around. I'm not going to do a great job here. Nancy's better at this sort of thing, but she's off right now. She's always off. She's doing fun stuff. She's really living her life to the max, experiencing things. I take this through here, and then I can feed the other end through the back of the scarf. And then, look. Now I've got a fun scarf accent. So I've just made a little knot in the scarf, and then this is sitting on top of the knot. So this is secure on the scarf, but it's adding a lot of interest to this outfit. Now this would be a little over the top, I'll be honest, to have these patterns. Well, why not? Why not go fabulous? You can have this over top of the scarf. And having this on the scarf, now just imagine, it's easy to put on and off. Now just imagine the scarf detail. Again, I'm just feeding it through the bottom, and it slips over top. That. Just imagine you've got the scarf, this piece, and then you're wearing the matching earrings as well. So you'd have the feline earrings, cute cats, right? Jungle-like on either side, and then you're tying it together. It's really a trifecta, ear to ear to collarbones area, and so jungly and fun. Now I think this looks good to have the polka dots of the cat, whatever feline this is. It's not a cheetah. I think it's a leopard. I don't know. You got the cat, and then you've got stripes. So you've got polka dots and stripes. It seems wild, but that's why it's part of the Welcome to the Jungle collection. You're walking on the wild side here. It's a lot of fun. Now, where am I going to wear this? It's loud. It's exciting. You can wear it to the supermarket. Nobody's stopping you. But I could, again, see this being, going to the neighborhood block party, summer block party, where you just want to have a fun outfit. You want to show people I'm fun. I'm the fun neighbor. So, neighborhood block party. You could wear it to your spouse's work cookout. That's up to you. You could wear it to your own work cookout. That's what I would do. You could wear it to the pool, but I wouldn't get in the water with this because it is wood. So, it's shellacked, it's protected, but since it's wooden, it's not really something that's going to be good to be exposed to the elements. Okay? So, I wouldn't wear it in an actual jungle because it's going to be high humidity or rainforest situation again. Plus, you'd probably have so much bug spray on. It would just stick to you. But yeah, you can see how cute that is. And you don't have to wear this with this scarf. I bet you have other scarves in your scarf wardrobe that would look really nice with this. I know I do. So, we've got that. We've got our ears covered, right, with 2 sets of earrings. We've got parrots. Yeah, and you could certainly do parrots and cheetah leopard. Doesn't have to be the matching earrings. It makes the most sense, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, Barbara says we have a caller. Yeah, okay, caller, go ahead.
This is Cynthia calling from Coral Gables. Now, I'm thinking about pools. You mentioned you can't wear that to the pool, but, I might wear it to my own pool. In fact, we're getting our pool resurfaced next week, and I was really careful about who I chose to do it because I wanted to make sure it was done right. And the liner has to be installed correctly. We don't want to have it peeling away or anything like that and then looking unsightly or being unable to even use it. So I made sure to pick the best, pool business in town to help with that resurfacing of our pool. I can't wait to use it, but yeah, I'd probably just, wear the earrings by the pool, but I wouldn't put my head under. So they might get splashed a little, but I would still wear them anyways because they're just so much fun.
I'm not an expert, but it does make sense to, talk to an expert about how to go about those things and not just kind of wing it or get a friend to do it or, anything like that. Okay. yeah, thanks so much for calling in today. So, where were we? Oh, right. Earrings, neck scarf, brooch-esque piece combo. Now we've got our 2 necklaces. You thought a set of parrots was enough? What about another set of parrots and then the biggest parrot you've ever seen in terms of a wooden jewelry piece? Look, I'm going to start with that one. How about this? How about this showstopper? Now, this is another hand-painted wooden piece. We've got a collection of large pearls, the glass-esque plastic blue beads, golden accents, and then more little wooden beads on the top here. So this has a lot of different elements to really attract the eye and add a lot of interest to the neckline. And it's so fun in summertime. Now we put it in the Welcome to the Jungle jewelry collection because you've got the bird here. And it's, now this one is, I think, a toucan. I think those were parrots, and then this one, gosh, now I don't, you know, what, I'm not an ornithologist. Is that birds? Bruce, yeah. Either way, this is a tropical bird, okay? And it's a tropical bird made out of wood. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the blue beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the large oversized pearls. And then going up here, we've got these little wooden beads. And they are in sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I like that. It's an odd number, but I like it. So 15 here. It's got so many different sort of shapes and textures, and that's what makes this such an interesting piece, and I love it. Now, where would you wear this? Obviously, a night out on the town, okay? Any night out on the town. Going to a karaoke bar and singing one of the fella Jimmy Buffett songs. That fits. That goes well. I would do the fin song. The fins to the left, fins to the right. I think I could pull that off if I had this beautiful necklace to give me that confidence. Okay? So, I love how it's got a lot of blues. You think jungle, you're thinking the yellows and reds, but this one's very watery in that sense, so kind of beachy and blue. Pearls are very beachy, so it's a great piece to wear at the beach. And the accenting bird does sit off to the side, so this is lined up correctly. I think that's what makes it more fun. If it was just down here in the middle, that's not very exciting. So that's exactly where you'd want the eye to look. No, slightly off to the side. Again, it's a wooden piece, so you don't want to perspire too much in this one, but it sits pretty high up on the neck. Should be fine. Gets caught a little bit in the hair, I know from experience, and goes great with, you know, it could be something plain. It could be a plain sort of a sundress. It could be a, you know, little black dress, but you could just go all out, and you could do the floral prints and a bold top and a sensible pant, and this would really just tie it together. So I love this piece. But it's not the only bird necklace. Can you believe it? We've got another one. I don't know which one I like better. Don't make me choose, Barbara. We're back with the wood beads. I'm loving this wood bead moment that we're having on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network, where we've got multiple wooden pieces. So it's like, it is Welcome to the Jungle, but in a way it's welcome to wooden hand-painted jewelry pieces that you're going to treasure. Mostly during the spring and summer, but maybe all year round. Maybe you're lucky enough to be like Cynthia and you're in a more warmer climate, right? Like the Florida. Okay, I think these are parrots too. They've got that shape, that parrot shape. Kind of, I think. But these are pink parrots. Now, I don't know if that's a real bird. Pink parrots. But gosh, I hope so, because they're really pretty. Hand-painted details, the little eye, the beautiful magenta, and then the green and yellow accents. Underneath of this, I don't know if we've ever had a mother of pearl and wooden hand-painted bead combo on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But we do today, folks. And just like in the Toucan piece, again, you've got pearls, beachy, an element of the ocean. Really tie it together. So this is another element of the ocean with these oversized sort of mother of pearl shell type beads here underneath the parrots. And then it goes into a fun color combination of the magenta beads and this beautiful sort of, I don't know if it's cobalt, it's not quite navy, a blue color, and then an ivory or an off-white, however you want to look at it. I love this combination. The color scheme, that means this goes with anything. Obviously, little black dress is easy, but what about a blue dress? What about a pink dress? What about one with a little bit of yellow? It could be white. It could be any color. It doesn't have to be a dress at all. Again, it could be a sensible pantsuit or Bermuda shorts. I don't care what you're wearing. It's warm out, so just do what you gotta do to stay cool. Okay? This is for sure gonna sell out. Are we doing okay, Barbara? Just wrap it up. Wrap it up. Well, it's fine because I think we're just about out of time, but I've shown everything. And I've hopefully given you a good idea about how you can wear some of these items and occasions in which you could wear these items, or I don't know, I'm just so excited about this Welcome to the Jungle collection on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. And I want to tell you that you're getting 2 pairs of earrings, the wooden scarf accent jewelry piece, scarf holder, wooden brooch, the scarf itself. Now, it's an Anne Klein, it's not real silk, so it's no fuss, but that's included. And then 2 necklaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces. Yours today on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network for the club price of only $89.99. I know it's hard to believe. One of the ways we were able to keep this cost low is the fact that this is wood. So this isn't, this isn't your 14 karat gold, but it's so much fun, and it's going to add a lot of fun to your jewelry wardrobe. So that's all the time we have. We do hope to hear from you soon, and do call in because this is going to sell out certainly before the season's over. So call us at the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network for the Welcome to the Jungle jewelry collection today.